Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've got a quick video for you today. I'm going to show you how to achieve a really cool marble design on a tumbler. Let's go. We're going to be doing a marble-ish design today, and I'm actually going to use this glitter tumbler that I've had sitting around for a very long time. I don't know what glitters I used on this cup. I have an idea. I'll try to list some even similar ones that I used on this cup if you'd like to achieve a similar look, but this is a black, blue, and silver swirl. And I did this and just didn't know what I wanted to do with it. And then I got a request to do this marble video. And I thought, well, I'm going to do the marble on this tumbler. So we're going to start with an already glittered and epoxy tumbler. This has 2 coats of epoxy on it already. So I'm going to sand down the top and bottom rim really, really well. And then we will get into the marble technique. Once I've done my sanding, I'm going to take my cup out and put it on my turner and get ready to jump right into our marble. So I'm going to be using white waves from KSRESIN as the main element of our marble, and then I'm also going to use a few mica powders to spice it up a little bit. So I've got Selene, Ben, and Pop's Beard, all from Simply Sarah, and I'm going to put each of those into their own little medicine cup. So a little squirt of the white waves, and then a tiny little spoonful of each of our mica powders, and then I'm going to add into each medicine cup 5 milliliters or less of epoxy. You don't need any more than that. So I've mixed up 30 milliliters of epoxy, and I'm going to put just about 5 milliliters into each cup. Into our white waves cup, we're going to put more epoxy than the other cups because that's our real main marble element. So I think I went all the way up to 5 milliliters there, but you really don't need a lot, especially for a 20-ounce skinny tumbler. So once I've added my epoxy, I'm using the Flynn Sisters Artist Cure epoxy, by the way. So I'm going to mix all those together, and then I'm going to take my remaining plain epoxy, which is about 10 milliliters, and I'm going to spread that all over my cup so that we have a little bit of epoxy on our cup to help our micas and our waves flow and move around the cup. So I'm going to put all of that epoxy on my cup, let it spin for just about maybe 5-ish minutes, and then I'm going to start with my darkest color first. And I'm going to take that color and just spread little strings, as you can see here with my popsicle stick, on the darker parts of my glitter sections, and I'm just spreading them here. You don't need to blend them. You don't need to put them on in any certain way. You really just want to focus on getting the color onto the cup, because the spinning and the heat that we're going to apply and all of that is really going to do all of the work. So you just want to string your colors on, and then everything else will just kind of happen for you. So once the darkest color is on, I'm going to take Ben, which is that really pretty blue color, and I'm going to put that the exact same way. I'm going to do it the exact same way. I'm going to put that on the blue sections of our tumbler. So whatever glitter colors you use, you can pick a few micas that match that same vibe or fit kind of the look you're going for. You also don't have to use micas at all if you don't want to. You can go in just with the white waves by themselves, and that will turn out totally fine as well. So once I've got the blue color on, I'm going to go in with my white waves, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm just going to string on a whole bunch of white here. As you can see, there is no real technique to this. You just want to make sure that you are applying enough white. You can always add more later if you don't add enough, so don't worry. But you're going to put all of this on, and then we're going to go in with our Pop's Beard. Now this is the just kind of shimmery white, and I'm going to put this all over the tumbler. So in some spots, I'm just putting it right on the glitter and epoxy, and then in other spots, I'm stringing it right through that white waves, the opaque white. You can also use acrylic paint, by the way, if you don't have the white waves. Either one will work. But I'm taking that Pop's Beard and stringing it right through the middle, and that's going to give us a really pretty marble look. It's going to kind of break up that opaque white and make everything look really, really cool and nice in the end. So now that I've got all of my pigments on my tumbler, I'm going to take my gloved finger and I'm just going to tap out the color. I'm not rubbing the color or pulling it. I'm just taking my finger and gently tapping out that pigment to start the kind of blending and marbling process. So you don't want to drag on your tumbler. You don't want to like smear the color. You just want to take your finger and gently kind of just tap it out and pat it out. Then I'm going to take my cup off my turner. I'm going to hold it upside down, hold it right side up to get those colors to start to move up and down the tumbler. And then I'm going to take my heat gun, and this is where all the magic happens. I'm going to take my heat gun with my tumbler still moving at the start on my turner, and I'm going to just run the heat along all of those sections of mica. Once I've got a good little distribution of heat, I'm going to stop my turner, and then in some sections of the cup, I'm going to go with my heat gun and just start to blow that color out. And one thing I really like about this White Waves product is that when you apply heat, you can see there it starts to form these little cells, and it kind of like looks like waves. So I really like that for the marble tumblers as well as for beach tumblers. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to put a little bit of heat on my white sections. Make sure you don't apply too much heat. You don't want your epoxy to get so hot that it starts to drip or anything like that. You want to keep it really quick. You don't need a lot of heat. The epoxy will move a lot just with the tiniest bit of heat. So just keep that in mind. So I'm just going to do that until I'm satisfied with how it looks. And then I'm going to take my cup off my turner again, move it up and down, get that epoxy moving up and down the cup for that effect. And then I'm going to just let my cup sit and spin. About every 25 to 30 minutes, I'm going to come out and reverse the direction of my turner. I don't want my epoxy to be spinning too much in one direction. So after I torched it, I changed the direction every just about 30 minutes. And once this coat was cured, I added 2 final coats to the cup. So once it's all cured, we're all done. I decided not to do a decal on this tumbler. I really just wanted the marbling to speak for itself. But of course, if you want to, you can add a decal or whatever else you want to add to your design. I really love making this style of tumbler, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave any questions that you have down below in the comments. Let me know what you think down there as well. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button down below. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss any new videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Love you. Bye.